What's good, Renegade Nation? Before we begin the video, I'd like to give a shout out to our most recent Patreon supporters and YouTube members. Dark Paradigm, Send Lewd Parchments, seriously, Sebastian Sonic 12 and 11, Texan Sasquatch, Dante 151, Mariposa, Christine Philogene, Le Bluinator, Caramelized Boy, Craig Ellington, Graffiti Turtle, Jenny, Travis Tennant, Viper King 15, Texan Sasquatch, hey, and Noah Strife. And I would also like to especially thank our executive producers, Joshua Fix, The Gimpster 101, and Bevan Brumman. Thank you all very much for your support. If you want to become a YouTube member, click the join button, which is down by the subscribe button down below. And if you want to become a Patreon supporter, click the link in the description to find out more. We'll see you there. Helluva Boss, back at it again. And this time, we got new haircuts. I mean, mine's not really a new haircut. It's just, I just literally got out of the shower and just got done styling it. It'll probably start to curl up, you know, like the mess that it normally becomes. But here soon, you will notice a change on the top of my head. And as for Nick, you know, he got himself gussed up pretty good, you know.
It's not much of a haircut, but like it's what I did myself.
Yeah.
With my trimmers, like on the sides and stuff, like up here.
Yeah. I think it looks good.
I did like the a different kind of part, and then I realized after the fact just a minute ago, I was like, oh, I almost just copied the Skrillex look. Except
here's the thing: this Skrillex can actually scream, you know, because yeah. But Helluva Boss dropping the second episode of season 1, Lulu Land. Yeah. This has been an interesting week. I mean, a new ERB drops, and now a new Helluva Boss drops. It's just like, it's
pretty cool that this came out this quick, too.
Yeah, I'm excited because Helluva Boss, dude. What can I say? This show, I'm always down for it because, you know, it's fucking Vivzy Pop. And plus, you know, Richard Horvitz and Brandon Rogers and just the whole litany of people involved in this is top notch, and of course, you know, still waiting to see where Hazbin Hotel goes. Although I know you said you prefer this show over Hazbin Hotel, which
just based off what I've seen so far.
That's fair, and people
will probably start to call me biased if I keep saying that when this has more episodes out. They're like, you gotta wait for more Hazbin Hotel to come out before you judge it like that.
Well, you kind of
I'm just saying, just for the moment, that's where I stand.
Well, no, you thought that after watching the pilots for both.
Yeah.
You know, after watching the Helluva Boss and Hazbin Hotel pilots. And
like when they had an even number of episodes, I was just like Helluva Boss. Like, it's my preference out of the two for sure.
Yeah, and
I still like them both, but
oh well, yeah, and I've tuned into pretty much everything that Viv and the crew does nowadays. I mean, I know they've been doing this for years and years, and they've just been like cultivating this amazing world and trying to build as many stories as they can in it. And I want to see, and you know, I'm glad to see like the first full episode of Helluva Boss that we got last time turned out really well. I liked it a lot. It was, you know, it was very well done. Very, you know, just a few things that were different that like a lot of people out there, you know, Millie's Southern Belle accent that turned off some people, and me, I don't mind it. I mean, hell, I
honestly had completely forgotten what she sounded like in the pilot.
She was a little bit more generic sounding. She sounded a little bit more like sounded more like, I would probably say Joan Cusack from Working Girl, which I don't know if you've ever seen that film. That it's sort of like a New York style office worker. You know, not quite the thick accent, but just sort of generic. But I can understand them wanting to change it up a little bit and give her a little bit of a characteristic in terms of her voice.
I think they changed voice actresses for some reason.
That I've heard that too. So, I mean, I haven't fully looked into it. I mean, there's a lot to look into when it comes to everything that we watch on here, because as much as a fan of Star Wars, I'm not completely in the loop on everything that goes on in the Star Wars universe. Same thing with the Helluva Boss and Has Been Hotel universes. I'm a huge fan, but I'm not like completely just like entrenched in it. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with people who are. I mean, if that's your passion, that's your passion. But at the same time, you know, don't jump on others and, you know, bandwagon people out of the, you know, just, you know, run people out of town on a rail because they don't know every single little fine detail. I mean, that's a toxic fandom. I don't like that.
Yeah.
So, all right. We have Lulu Land, Helluva Boss, Season 1, Episode 2.
I think you're saying that more about the Star Wars people that have commented than the Vivzy Pop people.
No. I mean, I've had some people from Vivzy Pop, you know, because, you know, the whole Alistair, you know, or not, the whole thing with Angel Dust, you know, being a spider, you know, their reasoning for it and everything. And they're just like, how could you, like, how is it not hard, how is it that hard to figure out? He worked for the mob. They spun spider webs and all that. How is that hard to figure out? It's like, I haven't read anything, guys. Come on. Don't jump on me because I'm not, like, up to snuff on everything. There's a lot of shit people want us to react to. And I'm a huge fan of this, but at the same time, I'm not, like hardcore dedicated microscope analyze every little thing to understand every little flaw and every little character nuance. I'm sorry. And I want to enjoy this, and I want you all to enjoy our reaction to it. And I also want you all to support Vivzy Pop. So if you are watching this, go support Vivzy Pop. You know, click on her channel, which is right there in the title of the video. And if you want to see more from us, I mean, hey, that's always apparent what you do. But for right now, we're going to enjoy Helluva Boss, Season 1, Episode 2, Lulu Land. Here we go. Sad, horny demons.
Mommy, Daddy!
Rivera's calling us, Stella.
You get up.
Thea, what troubles you, my owlet?
Daddy! Daddy! I had a dream. A really bad dream.
A nightmare.
I was looking all over the palace, and I couldn't find you anywhere. You weren't there.
There, Thea, it's okay. You're okay. When you're scared and you don't know where I am, you must remember, no matter what happens to me, I will never be far away from my special little starfire.
Aww.
It always seems more quiet in the dark. It always feels so stark. How silence grows under the moon. Constellations gone so soon. I used
So instead of just going to the, to the human realm, you can also go to, like, other planets. Dude, that's cool.
used to think love would be fun. Now all my stories have been told, except for one.
Aww.
As the stars start to align, I hope you take it as a sign that you'll be okay. Everything will be okay. And if the seven rings collapse, although the day could be my last, you will be okay. When
Aww.
you'll be okay. And when creation goes to die, you can find me in the sky upon the lost day, and you will be okay.
It's the first time I've liked a song, like a musical bit from something like that.
Say what you will about this, about, this character. He is irresponsible.
This is the same character we saw in the bathtub calling him on the phone last episode.
That's what I'm saying. Say what you will about him being a sexual deviant, which, he's a demon, which, it's expected. Say what you will about him being irresponsible with his little grimoire book that can give you access to the human world. He's a good father.
Seems like it.
I mean, he seems like a genuinely good father, in which, damn, that's actually cool that they put that in there, because, me and my dad, we never had, he never, serenaded and, sang something. My dad was not a singer.
Well, I'd also argue that the best fathers also don't cheat on their wives.
This is, no.
Maybe
that's
they have
a good father. A good father, not a good
thing.
husband.
Yeah, but
there's a difference. A husband and a father. You see,
you're hurting your family as a whole, not just your wife when you do shit like that.
That's true, and it's upsetting. But at the same time, there's different layers to being
because of what you're doing to your partner, but also because of what you're doing to your kids with situations like that.
And that's fair. I'm not going to say.
But, who knows? Maybe they have an open thing. Maybe he's not actually cheating. Maybe she's cool with it. We don't really know that.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. I mean, they are in hell, so we'll see. Huh. Oh, years later. I was wondering what the hell.
It's turned all goth.
Yes. So many people I've known have. Was that Mox?
Damn embarrassment! I'm not spending another moment looking at your pathetic, imp-sucking face!
Starting to think she wasn't cool with it, and he got caught.
Good morning, Octavia. Did you sleep well, my Owlette?
Is that a serious question?
What's that you're listening to?
This song is called My World is Burning Down Around Me. It's by Fuck You Dad. It's a band.
Oh, how charming.
Nice.
So you two done screaming for the day?
You know what I haven't done in a long, long time? I haven't taken you to your favorite place in all of hell. Why don't we go to Lulu Land?
I'm not 5 anymore.
You always were so happy when I took you to Lulu Land. What do you say we go there again? Have a day. Just the two of us.
I'd rather kill myself.
There we go. Anything but staying in this house. Now,
Security for a theme park?
we're rich and we're hot. People want our money and our bodies.
Oh, money maybe.
Speak for yourself, princess. Now, I'm the only man.
Oh.
What?
Who can protect me? Us. Being part of the Goetia family is rather valuable, you know.
Oh, Bliss, you're such a good boss. Yeah, I really want you, sir. Me too. Let's three-way.
Oh.
What the fuck?
What?
Damn it.
What? Fuck?
Dad!
Language, everyone. I have a special request.
Look, I just had a chemical peel, so you'll have to find someone else's face to plant that feathered ass.
It's for my daughter.
Well, make sure she washes it.
No!
Oh, God!
I'm taking my daughter to Lulu Land, and I was hoping you brave little imps would accompany us.
We're assassins, not bodyguards, okay? Don't invite us to shit unless someone's gonna die.
I'll pay you.
Pay me what?
Money.
Done!
Fuck!
Eminem, get in here! We're going to Lulu Land!
Lulu Land? Lulu Land?
Uh-oh. Yes! Oh.
It's kind of like the joke I was talking about the other day. It's like, open the gate! Open the gate! Open the gate! Shut the fuck up!
Yeah. That was for fucking. I remember we were talking about that for Mandalorian. I was like, that would be a really funny. And they just pulled it right there. That was a good one. That was a good way of pulling it. Great timing on that one.
Lulu Land. Lulu Land.
Shut the fuck up!
Yeah, pretty much.
Now remember, This is work and work only. Me and my crew are not here to satisfy your perverted...
I like how he's like fucking twice as tall as him and hired him as a
Do we
bodyguard.
have to...
Okay, hold on right there, sweetie. If you try fucking my...
And his employees are even shorter than him.
Do what?
So he's like twice as tall as him and hired him to be his bodyguard, and his two associates, like his two employees, are even shorter than he is.
Well, yeah, they're imps.
Yeah.
Well,
like, they got all these like short people that are their bodyguards. Like,
You know, they're. You ever heard of the Guido bodyguards?
nah.
Short Italian, like friggin' like beefy little Italian dudes who you do not want them to get their hands on you because they'll rip your fucking legs off and then, you know, shoot you in the head.
They're beefy though, but these guys are like all short and spindly.
Oh, they're short, spindly, but they also got a shit ton of weaponry and know how to use it.
So. I guess they got guns. So.
Yeah, that's.
Do we have to...
Okay, hold on right there, sweetie. If you try fucking my little ass in that park, I swear to you.
Are so cute when you are serious.
I'm literally going to be sick.
Oh, crumbs, I knew today would be a lot. What do you need? Antacids, ibuprofen, morphine?
That was figurative, old man.
Oh, right. But she said
Oh! No!
I haven't been to this place since I was a child. It
Oh.
hasn't changed a bit. Oh, look! It's big lovely.
The fuck?
Deeply upsetting.
Oh, come on. It's fun. You've never been here?
No. Theme parks always disturb me. Especially the mascots.
Well, hey there! I'm Lulu! Welcome to Lulu Land! If y'all get hurt here, just try and sue us.
I have a question.
Well, ask away, little girlie.
Is it true this park is just a really shameless spin-off of Lucifer's far more popular Lulu World?
No?
This place reeks of insecure corporate shame.
Why don't we go check out the rides?
That chick's creepy, huh? Yeah, wait till her dad tries to diddle your holes. What's that mean?
Don't talk to me. I know you're a pervert under there.
Yeah.
Fucking winner! Woo! Ding ding!
I know you're a perv under there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Every time a mascot thing comes up, I think of like the one from The Simpsons, like the Rib Witch. It was like try the Thoth. I'm soaked in it. And then all of a sudden, Homer tries the sauce. He's like, "You make me want to try the sandwich, and my children think I'm a failure." I love it. I love mascot stuff. Stuff's hilarious.
My parents would bring me and my siblings here when they could swing it, money-wise.
Yeah, the prices do seem rather criminal. I mean, that much for a novelty cup that you use one time?
'Cause it's Lulu Land!
Listen here, ho, Mox. Have it, I take the first watch while you two have a little fun.
Oh, we gotta do my favorite part!
Oh yeah? Which one?
Oh, that's the lawsuit. That's my kind of shit right there. Hell yeah. For those of you who do not know, I am a roller coaster fiend. I love the fuck out of roller
Cold
coasters.
drunks.
Stop that. Uh-oh. Uh-huh.
You know, it's quite thrilling to see you on the job, Blitzy.
Save it, bitch, I'm working.
You both need to get a room.
Hey, I am not a day hooker. What, I just said I'm not one, prude.
You're in hell. Come on.
used to cry such tears of joy at this show.
I hate that fucking clown.
Oh, Blitzy, I need my bodyguard, please.
Thank you.
Damn.
Mask off.
It's me, the robotic Fizzerali, shipped from Big Ozzy's factory to bring you a wonderful show celebrating Lulu Land spelled with O's to avoid lawsuits. Lulu Land, everybody sing along with the Lulu Land. Every boy, every girl, every woman, every man.
Oh. It's like something out of a demented Fazbear. Actually, no.
Yeah, actually scarier than Freddy's.
Yeah. Look at that thing. Oh.
Hello. Step right up and win a thing.
Oh, look, Roxy! A thing!
Oh, you like that thing?
Yes! I don't really know what that thing is, but I want that thing!
Thing?
Finally, some thing I can handle. Okay, one game, please. Ow! Strike one, little man. But I hit it. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. The target, see? It didn't go down. So yeah, no go, bro. The heavens wrong with this thing? Oh man, a real shame, I tell you.
It's called rigged.
You see, I've been to fairgrounds and witnessed the setups and everything. There's some scummy motherfuckers running the games. Scummy bastards.
I don't play fairground games really.
Oh, when I do, I know all the tricks, and they usually ban me.
I actually went to a Appalachian Fair Days. Like for the Appalachian Trail. It was in I forgot the name of the place, but somewhere up in Virginia, and they had a game where, like, I mean, their stuff was like, you know, more like not like run by a company, like individual people setting stuff up. They Appalachian Trail Days is actually what they called it, but they had a booth that was like all of these bunny rabbits like walking around like inside.
I've seen that.
And they had a barrel in the middle, and you had to stand back behind the fence and stuff, and they had these floating cups and water in the barrel, and you had to land a ping pong ball in one of those cups, right? And I was just like, yeah, there's no way I'll win, so I'll try it. Boom! And got one in, and they handed me a bunny, and I was just like, this is the best day ever.
It's the greatest thing ever.
And as soon as I get back to my mom, she's like, no, you can't keep that bunny. And I'm like, but I won the bunny.
I won the bun,
I was like,
Mom.
I'm keeping the bunny. I won this bunny. And like, by the time we got in the car, like, I was having the worst fucking allergic reaction.
Oh,
I've ever
no.
had.
Oh.
And I was like, I don't think I can keep the bunny.
Well, I mean,
so we ended up giving it to another kid in our scout troop, Chris, because him and his family had a farm. So.
Did he take care of it?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. At least. At least it went to a good
their
place.
farm instead of with me. But
well,
yeah, that's how I found out I'm very allergic to buns. I still love bunnies, but I'm very allergic to them.
Well, I remember there was one game. They called it the. I forget exactly what they called it, but it was one. They released a rat onto this whole thing. It was a board filled with holes, and you placed bets which hole the rat ran down.
That's just straight up gambling.
It is. It is. You think the fucking Wise County board gives a shit about that? Hell no. Hell no. It's like, hey, people want to put money on it. Hey, what the fuck ever. Who cares?
I know it's legal to gamble in Cherokee, but that's because it's like a Native American reservation or whatever, isn't it?
Yeah, it's American Indian Reservation.
I mean, that's like the only place in Virginia I know of that's legal to gamble. That's the only place I really know of that's legal to gamble besides Vegas.
Well, Tupelo, Nashville, I believe, has a gaming license. Also, around here, when they bring in the casino, that's going to be legal around here.
It's surprising that we got that here apparently coming in.
Yeah, well, they've already broke ground on it. So, yeah. Anyway, back to this.
Technically, that's Virginia, too. It's just really, really close to us. Anyways.
Very, very close. All right, here we go.
Another!
Sing along with the Lulu Band. Every boy, every girl, every woman, every man loves Lulu.
It's very articulated for an animatronic.
What a good game you have, Betsy.
I can't do this anymore.
Octavia!
silent now.
Just like your audience always was when you told your lazy jokes here.
Guess I get some possessed animatronic.
People than you do being a
Part demon or whatever.
Rip-off of an overrated sellout jester.
Someone salty. Real or not though, people love me. Does anybody love you?
No, but I'm really good with guns now. Dance, bitch!
Uh-oh. Oh, yes.
Wow, man, you're really starting to make this sad. You know, if you suck, you suck. Guess you won't win your hottie here a prize.
Let me try.
Oh.
Baby.
Are you kidding me? You charlatan?
Hey, get lost, Pipsqueak. I'm talking to the lady.
You deserve that.
Hey guys, you should probably go. Make sure Stolas is okay. I've got some unfinished business to take care of.
Damn. Uh-oh. Oh, my thing.
Joey Nathan, you ruined another bloody photo. Why were you even born?
Jesus.
I think I'm supposed to be bodyguarded right now.
Hey, good shot.
That's better. Where is Blitzy? He's my knight in shining armor, not you littler ones.
He's busy being a fool.
What kind of fool?
The everything is now on fire kind.
Typical.
Octavia. I take it you are not having fun.
I didn't even want to come here.
I'm sorry, sweetie. I thought you loved it here.
When I was a kid, my parents didn't hate each other. My dad didn't flirt was a weird red dickhead the entire time.
I'm sorry, Vila. I'm sorry for everything happening right now. I know it's a lot. I should have listened.
I just want to go home. But home doesn't even feel like home anymore. You ruined it.
You need to understand. Your mother and I felt she's always been. I haven't been that. We weren't in.
Just fucking say it.
I'm sorry. I don't have the words.
Oh, God.
Are you gonna run off with him? And leave me behind? Go away where I can't find you?
What? No. No, never. I'd never do that. Never. I think it's time to leave this place. You were right. You are too old for it anyway.
Oh!
You didn't even need a bodyguard because he could do that the whole time.
So, what would you like?
Did a dragon just eat the fucking... I think a dragon just ate the... Yep.
Okay then.
That's an interesting way to solve that. Guarantee Blitz is just like, thanks for the assist, dragon. By the way, not gonna fuck you. Way too big.
They just solved that situation in the background too.
Well, I mean, the main point of this episode is the relationship between, you know, the father and the daughter, which, you know, I'll have stuff to say about it.
What would you like to do now?
Oh, can we go to Stylish Coles? They sell weird taxidermy there.
Okay.
Thanks, Dad. You're okay sometimes.
Thank you, Via. Thank you.
Way to ruin another good thing, sir.
Worth it. That slutty toy clown had it coming.
Hell yeah.
So there you go.
That was awesome.
That was really good. That was a really good episode.
It feels like it's like very. I don't want to just like completely like call her a copy of him, but like I fucking love him, so it's a high compliment. But it feels like if Jonah Vasquez had an Adult Swim show, like I've always wanted him to have.
Yeah.
Like, that's really what it feels like. It feels like the kind of cartoons I used to watch that were, like, a little more adult-themed, but not, like, super adult-themed. But, like, actually on the adult-themed level. Like, just crazy violent and rude or crude, you know. And...
Oh, shit! Maxwell Adams was Lulu? Dude! I was wondering why I recognized the voice! I fucking love Maxwell Adams.
That's funny.
Fucking Billy and Mandy, dude. I mean, come on. And Grim Con Carne. God. But yeah, that was awesome. That was fucking amazing. Just how they're able to crank that, quality like that out is amazing.
Their credits look like the credits from a real show now, if you didn't notice.
Yes. Well,
like,
they have...
I'm not saying this is not a real show, but I mean like a show that would have been on cable television, you know?
Yeah.
Or even Netflix or anything. Like, their credits is like a respectable list of creators, so it's actually not as surprising to me now that this came out, like, what is it, like 2 weeks later, or a week or two later?
Yeah.
Like, after the first episode?
Yeah, it's been about a month.
Because, like, it looks like they have a big team of people working on it now.
Well,
so, which I guess, like, Vizzy was able to do after the success of the Has-Been Hotel pilot, probably.
Well, after Has-Been got purchased by, the rights to them got purchased by HBO, I guarantee you, like, immediately, she was like, okay, we are dedicating X amount towards production on this, and X amount of production towards Helluva Boss. Because a lot of assets can be reused, especially like backgrounds and different parts of the world can be reused and repurposed for the different shows. And the whole thing with this is basically they're able to have more artistic freedom here because they're not limited, they're not capped on what they can and cannot do. And,
it's also impressive to me because a lot of times studios try to reach their fingers across into other things that's really none of their business. Like, I'm glad that she's still able to make this set in the same universe, and they're not like, we need you to stop that other show set in the same universe until you've done this, like, or whatever,
Well, I guarantee...
Like, we can't, like, give you the rights to keep working on something set in the same universe that we've now bought the rights to.
Like, yeah.
So I'm glad she's still getting to work on the universe outside of the, I guess, what do you call it, like syndicated show?
Well, outside of like syndicated studio, like overhead, yeah. Which I am all for because let's just be honest here, guys. I mean, Viv has been, I'm glad Vivian is able to follow through with her, with her overall vision. She didn't compromise. That's the point. Because compromising one's vision, especially when money gets involved, and when I'm talking money, I'm talking like money. I'm like, you're pretty much getting a call from Time Warner, and it's like pretty much them being like, oh, by the way, here's a call from the CEO of money. And they're wanting to give you all this money for you to make a show for them.
It's like, how much money? It's in a suitcase. Okay.
How big of a suitcase? Samsonite.
Full-size suitcase.
Yeah, Samsonite. You can fit a body in here. It's like, all right.
Or at least a briefcase.
Yeah.
A briefcase full of money is still a lot of fucking money.
Dude. Especially considering the bills.
If it's stacks of hundreds. Like,
oh, stacks of thousands.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be ridiculous.
There's not really $1,000 bills, but,
Well, there are, but they're very limited. I've seen the highest one I've ever seen personally. I saw a $10,000 bill one time at a U.S. Mint display.
It's definitely not anything that peasants like us really need.
Fuck, dude, one of those bills, like if it was an official syndication, would solve a shit ton of my problems. But again, filthy peasants. I mean, all we are is a paltry little reaction channel on YouTube. So, hey-yo, that's kind of what we do.
My life goal before I die one day is to buy my own plane And I will totally be like that dude with the banner on it that's like, "Where's your plane, peasants?" All flying around.
Where's your plane, peasants?
Yeah.
One day, I know Chad and Nikki were there doing their own thing. I mean, if they get more popular than us, next thing you know, they buy their own house. They get their own house before I'm finished paying this off, and they're just like, "Where's your house, Nate?" And I'll just be like, "Shut up."
Technically, it's here. I just don't fully own it yet.
Well, true. I mean, this house, I'm doing a loan thing with it, which, it is what it is.
Not to mention, I bet you they don't end up with as big of a house as this.
Well, this is a very, very big fucking house, which, again, I'm hoping everything, pans out and we're able to maintain it. Overall, though, this episode touched on some very personal stuff, especially when it comes to, divorce and all that, like the potential for divorce. My parents got divorced when I was 12 years old. Very, very trying time. Very, very, very interesting time in my life. They'd fought for a few years beforehand, and it basically got to the point where I just wanted them to just get a divorce and get it the fuck over with. That's where I was at that point. And another thing too, where I was a kid, I did not know how to process that grief, and I often blamed myself. And I made myself depressed. I mean, I went from an A+ student. That's one thing about me that always surprises people. It's like, in school, I was in advanced placement all the way up until, I think it was 6th or 7th grade. I was in PACE. I had, perfect grades. I was, I remembered in 1st grade, I was doing 4th grade math. And then all of a sudden, the home life just fell apart, and then everything went to shit. And then I remembered, one of the worst moments of my life was, witnessing my dad get dragged out in the snow by the police. Was, me being up at my aunt's house and looking down and seeing that. That's still sticks with me to this day. And my parents still tried to make it work for a solid 2 years. After their initial divorce, they tried to make it work for 2 more years. And eventually, it just got to the point where I looked at both of them and I just told them, "Look, I don't care, but I can't, keep hearing you all argue every time I come home. Every time. And it was always over the most minute shit. Like, Mom wouldn't do this, or didn't have this ready, or Dad didn't get home right exactly when he was supposed to get home. And it was always the most minute, because they were looking to fight each other, looking for things to be mad at each other over.
Yeah, that's what one of my exes did to me all the time. Just literally, scrounged for things to fight about.
And I've read
fucking old real fast.
And I've read that psychologically the reason why people do that in relationships is because they're looking for something and looking for a reason to care. And logically they try and paint it in their head as, "Oh, I'm doing this because I care." Instead of it being, "Oh, I care, let's work through this. Is there a problem? Let's work through it together." Instead, they're just looking for a brute force option to pretty much force the option home. And it sucks. It sucks to witness, the downfall of a relationship, especially, the relationship that's my parents, but at the same time, them apart, they are much happier apart than they ever were together. I admit that wholeheartedly. As, as heartbreaking as that may sound, I mean, my mom is in probably one of the best places that she's been in a while, even though she's hurt her knee. And my dad, he's living his life and he has no regrets. So, again, I mean, the whole thing with parents arguing, fighting, eventually getting divorced. I mean, I remember the moment where they were on the little turnstile thing, and they were sitting there talking and everything, and he gave her a big hug. I remembered I had that moment with my mom, and my mom pretty much I told my mom to make a decision, and she did, and She hasn't looked back since. But yeah, this episode had a lot of really good comedy, a lot of really good timing, a really interesting world that they built with Lulu Land, and also
it's one of the only musical bits I've ever liked outside of the few musicals that I do like.
Yeah, and that musical interlude at the beginning was awesome.
I'm not like totally shitting on like the music from the previous episodes, but basically every time like a song starts up and something like this, I'm usually like, here we go.
Well,
Alistair's
I don't
song super enjoy the
musical
like inserts and different things like most of the time, but like I actually really like that lullaby. Like it was
beautiful.
I like the music and I like the
I love the visuals,
singing and everything, and the visuals were kick ass, obviously.
Yeah. I would say Alistair's song from Has-Been Hotel's probably been my favorite. Up until that one. That one's probably my favorite.
Like I did like his song too. Like, but like I really liked that one.
Yes.
I was surprised that I really liked it after how like it started out. You know, I was like, this is gonna be something cheesy, and I was like, actually, that was pretty fucking deep and like very interesting song.
Well, yeah, I mean, and
very cool bit.
Very, very cool.
And the song from the the one from the circus, in my opinion, makes more sense because it's like. See, usually like songs like that, the lullaby and stuff even made sense there too. I think that's why I liked it too. Is like that's like situations where it makes sense to have a song inserted, whereas like in Disney, like a lot of the times it'll just be like, oh yeah, the car broke down. And it's like, oh yeah, our car broke down, just like singing a song about something fucking like random as shit,
monotonous.
Like, and I'm just like, why? Like,
I remember
this didn't make me go like, why? Like with those two songs, like, but there was even songs like in Has-Been Hotel's pilot that I'm like, well, why are they singing right now? But
well, again, I mean, the whole thing with just musical
I like when
numbers.
they can at least put a reason behind why they're breaking into song, and a lullaby makes sense, and then a circus performance makes sense. So those two songs are actually pretty cool.
Yes. This is probably my favorite episode of Helluva Boss so far. Like the pilot and the last episode, and I think I like this one the best.
I think it probably ties with the pilot for me. Like, I think because I give the pilot like a 9.5, and this a 9.5, and then the previous episode probably like a 9. Like, I really like this show so far.
Oh yeah, this show's amazing.
It's not perfect, but it's pretty fucking awesome.
Yes, it is. And plus, I mean, you can't go wrong with like Richard Horowitz and all the all the fittings and trimmings, and the fact that they got Maxwell Adams to play a fucking perverted apple.
Like, my fingers are so
That's
crossed
hilarious.
that eventually, at some point in the future, that Jonah Vasquez will collaborate with Izzy Pop on something.
Maybe.
Because I think that would be so fucking cool.
I mean, Jonah right now, he's doing his own thing. I mean, he's been doing like...
I never can keep up with what he's doing. I'm always just like,
He's
Jonah
doing, like,
Vasquez is a
online
person that
comics and shit.
exists, but I have no idea what he's working on right
Well,
now.
he's doing like online comics and
Like,
shit.
the last time I knew anything he was doing was when the Invader Zim movie came out.
Well, he did the Invader Zim movie, but honestly, his whole thing is he made his money. He made his money from the shows that he worked on during the 2000s, and I think he's content with that, but he wants to keep doing his own thing, which is why I think he's doing like online comics still, and doing character work and all that, building and like drawing character. If he wants to do a collab with Vivzy, I would welcome it.
He might be the kind of person that doesn't want to see adaptations of his stuff in other media, but like, I would fucking love a Johnny the Homicidal Maniac movie or show. Like, sometime in the future. Like, I'm so hoping one day I'll see that come out and be like, they're making it! Yes! Fuck you, Mr. Bear! You speak lies! It's like, let me voice Johnny if you ever make one, Jonah.
Oh, I would. Oh, dude.
I'd be so down to voice him.
Oh, dude. Imagine
It's
that.
like I can do like...
Imagine that would be our collab. Like, Vivzy sees this and she's like, you know what? Hey, Jonah, this kid here from fucking... not kid, because I think you're older than Viv. This guy from fucking Renegades wants to do that, and we, like, co-sponsor it. We put money towards it and everything.
I'd be bitching.
I wouldn't mind making a pilot for it. I mean, because, you know...
the world would be a much better place if people only used guns on themselves.
Damn it, Johnny.
It's like, that would be so cool. Like, that's like my dream thing that'll never happen, but that'd be cool.
Hey, fingers crossed, man. You never know on the internet. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this was Helluva Boss, Lulu Land. This was Season 1, Episode 2. If you want to see more from Helluva Boss and Vivzy Pop, feel free to click the name in the title of the video. And also, if you want to see more from us, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, leave a like on the video. And also, we're going to leave a comment down below in this video. So yeah, also leaving a big like on that. And if you want to find our comment, feel free to. And I guess until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
We'll see you then, everybody. Peace out.